After a disappointing 2009-2010 season, Pioneer head coach Eric Hoos was determined to not only rebuild his golf program, but rebuild it for the long haul. During the offseason, Coach Hoos hit the recruiting trail hard, including a couple of trips to Europe. That prospecting paid off, with DU landing 2 highly ranked players from Norway and Sweden, and a pair of brothers from Chandler, Arizona. Armed with 4 freshmen and a couple of veterans, the Pioneers hit the course this past fall, simply looking to get better every day. The fall campaign certainly had some painful moments, but it provided some very valuable lessons.
It was working on how they practiced, how they approached rounds, how they played during the rounds and so forth. Ole, Chunchi, and CJ were very aggressive players. While that can work in the short term, long term, that really doesn't benefit you unless you're on. And each tournament, maybe the scores weren't showing them, there was improvements that the coaching staff could see. The wedge games started to improve, short games got better. The whole how you play the game started getting better as the season went along.
The Pioneers' cerebral approach to the game began to pay dividends in the spring. With the improved scores came improved finishes, which led to increased confidence. The Pioneers late in the season had something they never found the entire year previously: stability.
I think it makes it easier when we're practicing and getting prepared because, we know what's going on and we can focus on the things we need to rather than worrying about who's traveling, who's doing what.
I felt like in the beginning we had 2 or 3 guys shooting bad scores and we weren't really backing up each other. But then by the end, everyone was playing good, so then, yeah, even if we were playing bad, you could just look around and people were playing good, and you just kind of relax, try to keep it up, and then hopefully step up the next round and play better.
Throughout the spring portion of the schedule, Denver was finishing in the middle of the pack at most tournaments. But what people didn't realize was DU was facing the nation's very best and holding their own. When the Sun Belt Conference Championships rolled around, the Pioneers flew in under the radar and brimming with confidence.
And like you said, we're playing the best teams in the country, and so, for us, we were looking at positives of Pasatiempo. The last round of Pasatiempo, I think we beat 2 of the top 10 teams in the country and a couple other top 30 teams. And so from an outside look, like you said, yeah, we didn't finish well, but it gave us confidence and we knew we could play with those teams.
At the conference championships in Muscle Shoals, Alabama, Denver grabbed the lead on day 1 and never looked back. While the rest of the field was trying to figure out what had hit them, the Pioneers were rolling to their second ever Sun Belt Conference title.
Then to step up in conference, that was just a very good feeling. Like I said, when you get the trophy in your hand, it just makes it worth it. To see all the practice we've done and all the hard work we put in, it's just nice to see it get paid off for it. So.
It was awesome just because, we worked so hard and we hadn't had a lot of success in the hours that we put in and, just everything. It was finally nice to have some success and feel like all this meant something, paid off.
I think it was huge. Because they played the way the coaching staff was asked and they won. Now, did they totally realize that that's why they won? I'm not 100% sure. We've got the skills and we've got the abilities on the team to play well and shoot good scores. We just weren't doing it.
The Pioneers' surprising win at conference earned them an automatic bid to the NCAA Regionals. DU, playing just 30 minutes from campus at Colorado National, got off to a rough start in round 1 and missed advancing to the national finals. But for senior Klinton Krieger, this season was all about getting the program back on the national stage.
It was really cool winning conference, and it was really cool being at regionals and feeling like we had a chance, because we did. We missed it by 14 shots, which in golf, that's 1 shot a person per round pretty much, which is nothing. And so we really did have a chance, and it was fun.
As for the head coach, well, he's sleeping a whole lot better these days. Coach Hoos is convinced his program is headed nowhere but up.
I think we're loaded for a while now. With the 4 freshmen, we got Troy coming back next year. But as far as having the talent on the team, we've got it.